The moment these players step into the United team, right, they were a shadow of their former self.
All
True.
the potential marquee players or marquee signings or big players are all been stepped up by your Barcelonas and your Real Madrids.
So if this continues, right, if I'm a player, I say, hey, I don't want my stock value to drop while I go to United, you know. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the AOS Podcast. And today joining me, we have Cash and Bran, and it's me, Joel. Pardon the voice, I'm a bit under the weather.
Sexy.
And yes, thank you very much once again for joining us here, and we are very encouraged by your follows and all of your support. Leave your comments down below if you want to see any other football related content. Let us know what we should talk about. And yeah, so let's get on to the first topic.
Well, today we are actually going to be discussing something very close to heart.
Yeah, obviously,
Okay,
we're
obviously,
all wearing the same today.
So it's hard not to talk about Man United right now, given the current state of affairs that we are in. But instead of talking about how they are playing, what manager tactics and all that kind of stuff, let's go into further down the line instead. In our current state of form and the way we are playing and the way we've been over the last 10 years, how do we continue to attract talent to want to come and play at Man United? In order for us to build the club moving forward, right?
Okay, let me start by saying this first. Let's talk about the facts here first. It bothers me that we've been signing all these big name marquee players, so-called okay, but they've been coming in for very large price tags.
I don't think so, considering what we used to spend.
Yeah, but still, right,
Right.
it's like 30, 40, 50 million kind of range, right?
But
and
30, 40,
occasionally...
That's norm already now.
So I'm getting to the point where, I think the latest one we know is Sancho lah, right? The worrying thing about me is that the moment these players step into the United team, right, they were a shadow of their former self. And when these players get shipped off somewhere else or loaned out somewhere else, they suddenly become so good again. Sancho, Anthony, now we are looking at Rashford. His contribution for his first game at Villa in 45 minutes was okay lah. Better than what he had in 90 minutes at United.
Okay lah, I disagree with that lah, because Sancho had a good few first games with Chelsea. He looked promising. He's back to his same old self again. He's not contributed. He's not done anything in the last 4 games for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So while we can say yes, and Anthony is a surprising one. Right? You went from not starting a single game to scoring.
Man of the match, man.
Yeah.
Starting 4 games for Betis, 3 goals, 3 men of the matches, 1 assist.
No, but you see, if I'm a player right now, and I'm seeing this trend of players going into United not performing, and then suddenly once they're out, you will get that sense that the problem is with the club.
Yeah, okay. So my take on it is because, okay, Anthony, prime example is he's in a completely different league altogether. Right? In comparison, figuratively, he's in a completely different, playing in a different league where the standards are also very, very different. He could, based on his standards, maybe he's doing okay there for Real Betis, but in the Premier League with Man United, he's not at that mark.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's not an apple to apple comparison, but I'm happy for him because I think because he's loaned out, we didn't actually sell him. So it's a good confidence booster.
Yeah, true lah. Can say that lah. But then we are just talking about down the road, right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about players who might be interested in coming to play for United, and with this kind of trend going on, right? I know lah. They keep saying that United is still one of the biggest clubs in the world, but we're sitting 15 right now.
But we're still one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah, but
But for how long?
yeah. So if this continues, right, if I'm a player, I say, hey, I don't want my stock value to drop while I go to United, you know.
That's true. That is true.
So I think that's one of the pain points that I see lah.
Yeah. Brent, what do you think?
The players who left United or are loaned out are not playing in very big clubs anyway. So there's not really much to prove in that sense lah.
And compare against, right?
Yes. And it's a different league altogether. Everyone has been saying that the Premier League is one of the toughest leagues to play.
No doubt lah, no doubt. Yeah.
That seems to be the case. Sancho shined for a while and then he fizzled out.
Yeah, he's back to his no self.
Rashford remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But Anthony went to Betis, he went to La Liga. McTominay went to Napoli in Serie A. It's a different league altogether. The pace is different. Everything's different. So it's very hard to compare it apple and apple. Unless somebody else goes to City, Liverpool, a direct transfer, and shines. Then it's something.
Correct. But I mean, we are unlikely will go to. But anyway, we're not talking about the guys that left, right? What we are talking about is how United can still be attractive to up and coming talents in order for us to sign the right players to build the club back into its former glory.
Yeah, because right now it's very apparent that the current set of players that Amorim has can't play his style. They are not bad players. They just can't play the way that Amorim wants them to play.
Yeah, you try to suit the manager, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair to Amorim, you bring the fella in mid-season.
I think that was a mistake lah. He should have held it out lah.
And the fact that he himself also said end of the season, then he comes, right?
But he forced his hand.
But he forced his hand, and obviously it's hard for him to say no as well. He decided to come.
I don't blame Amorim. So far, we just give him that benefit of doubt. Attracting big players, honestly. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Just throw money, right?
No, there are no big players in the market. All the potential marquee players or marquee signings or big players are all been stepped up by your Barcelonas and your Real Madrids. So there's nobody left.
Yeah, so what I actually, for me personally, like about this whole situation right now is it kind of allows us to not go for the big names or let's say real marquee signings in that sense. There isn't a need to do that anymore. I actually like the fact that in the Spurs game, we saw a bench full of the youths
who never featured.
That's the thing that I got upset about.
In the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, I just wish that he had the balls, and I thought Amorim had balls, because he played by India and all that when everybody doubted him and all that, right? So I thought he had guts to go and do it, but apparently, I thought he would at least give the youngsters a chance, come in half an hour and see what they can do, right? But because of this whole situation that we are in right now, I don't think we need to be going for the big names. We need to be really going after the players that suit the play style of what the manager wants to do.
Yeah, okay. So on that note, right, there's nothing better to... I mean, I've spoken about this like months before in another episode lah. There's no better way than to go and groom your own players to play that style. So that 3-4-3 has to be coming from the under 21s, the under 18s and all that, all the way. They know how to play that style already, right? And then they assimilate into the first team.
And especially because they're young, they can
learn,
they're moldable.
Right?
They're easy to go in versus somebody you sign who's already 25, 26, who's been playing a certain way for so long. You ask him to change, it's hard for him.
No, because right now, to me, like there's really nothing to lose already. We are three places away from relegation.
No, but exactly.
I cannot imagine that I will say that, but
yeah, but exactly because we're precisely only that few. We had nothing to lose in that sense, right? We're already. We can only get here, right? Give the fellas a chance,
No lah, you too negative lah. There's only way up.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I would love it. It kind of brings back a bit of nostalgia, that in this current situation, can you imagine just a class of 92 happens again? Where when Alex Ferguson took the gamble to promote your Giggs, your Beckham, Scholes, your Neville, Fuller.
It might happen next season.
Yeah, so if and I hope that Amorim does that with the youth that we have, because our youth players actually are honestly not that bad.
Yeah, actually can.
Are really not that bad. And you give them the game time, give them they probably will not shine immediately.
Yeah. Right? But basically what he needs to do is just axe all the players that he doesn't need. Casemiro, Eriksen. Yep. The dead weights.
That's
the
whole
ones
team. That's the whole team.
Yeah, it is the whole team. But we needs time to really groom and grow there. But I like the fact that we should not be needing to attract big names. We should be making big names.
Yeah,
you can buy the younger players, your 21, 22 years old players who are looking for game time, and then Man U comes knocking on your door. Wow, okay. Man U is still a respectable team in namesake.
Correct.
Yeah. I will go. And
too.
Then it's down to the manager to groom, mold, develop those players. It's like Rooney, Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly.
Who needed molding when they first came in.
But I mean, it's easier said than done. We can sit down here, relax in aircon, we talk about all these kind of things. But then Amorim needs a lot of time.
He needs time.
But I think
no one is asking for his head yet.
Yeah. But the thing is, what I cannot stand is when under Eric Ten Hag and people are not happy, we called for fresh blood, we called for wanting a change in the culture, in the way we play and everything. And now you get the manager in, he's been there for what? All of 2 months?
Yeah, I think more than that.
And because of the results, we're getting frustrated. Of course, not because of the results, but
we have to be. We can see. We know it's the players.
Yeah, we know it's the players, and we got to be patient with the change. We really have to be patient,
No, it's gotten to the point whereby all those insults and all those other fans from other friends who are supporting other clubs kind of throw
shade on us
on us, right? Like, I'm numb already, I'm like numb, you just say.
Yeah, so like the biggest shade we've gotten this season is for all the we've given to Spurs.
We still lose to them.
This season, Manchester is white. Because they're the only team to have beat both Man United and Man City.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Well, like Amorim himself said, it's a long road ahead, and it's only going to be more painful before it gets better.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments, what do you think? Is Man U still a viable club to attract players for during the transfer season? Don't forget, like, share, and
subscribe so that you'll get notifications on our next episode. We need to really get this going, man.
Yeah, man.
Alright, see you in the next one.